Hey y'all, hey, it's Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. But y'all knew that already. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Come on in, come on in. Actually, I got lucky, y'all, because I had a meeting that was coming up, but I had to push it till Monday. So I got some free time to chat with y'all. Come on in. I'm going to start your day out with a reminder that today is going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a
What happened? What happened to my song?
day.
There you go. Now I gotta play it again. My sound was off. Good morning, Stacy. I've been slow this morning.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day.
wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to
the
do.
aftermath of preparation.
Good food, good mood.
Blood in circulation.
One step at a time.
Yeah, that's how you make it.
Set a goal.
You control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake,
it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
today's gonna be a good day.
wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's
Oh,
gonna
wait.
be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though.
Ups and downs.
Just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I lie, other times I'm barely breathing, though. But you always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison they ride.
I got a video for y'all today.
They'll never stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the
In
good.
my head when I'm lost.
Hillbilly, enjoy it.
Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all them.
Shit because it's temptation. I know that I like to do it because it's sensation.
I live my life in my head.
Like a narration.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up.
Hillbilly, did y'all get that rent-a-car from Enterprise?
Today's gonna be a good day.
Huh?
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. So I got lucky because I had a 2-hour meeting that was creeping upon me, and I had to push it because, our data was off a little bit. So I pushed that meeting to Monday so I have some free time. And I didn't want to let Friday go by without checking in on y'all. I'm surrounded by women. Listen, you love it, Hillbilly. You love every bit of it. Don't even come on here talking about you are overwhelmed with the estrogen. You love every bit of it. You've been missing your little beauty queen, and you love your wife. And when your little beauty queen comes home and brings her friends, it's nothing but joy. All that land, all that outside stuff, run them around outside, get them tired. After tagging another mom to go yell at Enterprise, they got an upgrade for free. See, I'd have been that mom. Hillbilly, know this. I would have been that mom. See, I don't, you know, sometimes I'll be nervous because in relationships, I'm the one. I'm the one, right? I normally end up with calm, relaxed people. But although I end up with calm and relaxed people, they got tempers and they will flip the fuck out, but it take them a minute. They got more control over their emotions. Not me. Not me. Let Enterprise, I'd have been that mom. Okay? I'd have been up in there. I am not the one. I got the mouth. Now, I'll try to temper it for a minute, but I guarantee you, out of any relationship I've been on, my mouth goes first. It do. And anybody that's my partner, they know I'ma say something. The only thing I don't do is I do not send food back. Like, I try my hardest. I mean, this might have been one or two occasions, but I try my damn hardest not to send food back. Because I be like, I don't want them spitting in my food, right? There was one time I went to Capitol Grill and I ordered my steak and I ordered it medium because I like my shit with a little bit of red juices in it. Okay, so I ordered it medium. And so when I got the steak and I went to cut into it, I saw that it was more of a medium well. It wasn't as pink as I like it. And I wasn't going to complain because I was like, I don't want them licking my steak and putting it on the grill, right? I was going to eat the shit. Soon as I cut into it, this is what I'm talking about good fucking service. Soon as I cut into it, the waiter ran over. He said, no, that's not medium. Let me get you another steak. Not only did he get me another steak, but I was there with my accountant having dinner. And he took the accountant's plate as well and took it back in the kitchen and brought us out new steaks. I was like, now that's service. Okay, if you see me cutting into my food and it don't look right and the waiter picks up on it, now that is fucking top service, okay? I try my best not to send my food back. Okay, that's the only time my mouth is a little bit quiet. But other than that, I will say something. All right. Well, I know I'm little and shit, but I will say something. So, Hillbilly, what's on the agenda? What's on the plans? What are you going to do with all this estrogen over the next couple of days? What are your plans? I know you got some outdoor shit planned. What you gonna do? Exactly, Stacey. I'm not with getting a special sauce. I'm not with that at all. Not the fuck at all. So, what do y'all think about the policy being removed about companies no longer needing to follow the segregation, law that was put in place to say we cannot segregate, right? Now it seems that policy has been removed, the 60-year-old policy, and now companies, unless Congress comes in with some balls and does something about it, companies can isolate sections and be like, black motherfuckers over there and white motherfuckers over there. What do y'all think about that? Because I saw a very interesting video on IG, and this woman broke it down, and it made so much fucking sense to me, right? This white guy on the train asked her how she felt about the policy being dropped. And she said, I love it. I want to know where my black ass is not welcomed. Go ahead and segregate so that I know not to shop and patron your business. And she said, wouldn't you love for it to go back to segregation? And he said, no. And she said, why not? She said, see, what the country is not thinking about is at this current time, in the year 2025, okay, Black Americans spend I'm just going to say black and brown people, okay, spend $1 trillion or more dollars in this economy. So imagine all these businesses saying, oh, black people can't shop here, right? This was her point. She said that would only do what? Push us to shop at black owned companies. That would push us to invest in ourselves. That's how Black Wall Street was created. That would force us to open up businesses and do things for ourselves. Okay? And the money would be going back into the black and the brown people. She said, I want to know where I'm not welcome. Okay? And, you know, it make a lot of sense. But even though I understand her point and I get her point, listen, if they be like white onlys could fly, I'ma be mad because we don't have a black airline. And if we did, we need more than one black airline. We need a Fro-Nighted, Dread Air. We need something like that. We need a couple of, brown wings. I could come up with some names for some of these airlines. I'm just the fuck saying. But Hillbilly, I absolutely agree with you because, baby, as soon as a white person say some stupid shit to me about what are you doing over here trying to drink out of this water fountain, I'ma pop the fuck off. And I'm gonna tell you, I have not fought since. I don't even think I fought in high school. I think my last fight was junior high school. I have never had an adult fight that I could remember. So I don't even know if I could fight. I know for sure, don't fucking hit me because I might quit. I'm just being honest. But I will pop off and hope for the fucking best. Okay? We the people, yes. And you think white America is going to allow black people to prosper without getting their cut? They still going to get their cut, right? Taxes, medical. They still going to get their cut, right? Because we're still paying into medical. We're still paying into taxes. We're still paying into white America. Right. That's the point, Hillbilly. It's the elitists. This is what I keep telling people. See, when Trump came in 2016 and shit talking about he gonna run for president, I was like, he not for white people. He's for the elitist. He's for the rich, right? All these things that are being done is impacting the middle class and the poor whites, just like it's impacting the middle class and the poor blacks and the other brown people. That's the shit that be cracking me up because some of these people thought that he was for the whites. No. Mm-mm. He's for the elitists because when you look at these motherfuckers crying on TikTok and IG, a lot of them are white. And I'm like, black people been crying for a long time. We done cried so much, our tear ducts are dry. I'm just the fuck saying. Nothing. Hillbilly, not a goddamn thing. But this is what I be talking about. This is what I be talking about. She ain't done shit. Well, she opened up a school in Africa and didn't a bunch of them kids go missing? Like, they probably do stuff, but because I don't feel the impact of it, I don't know. You know? Well, Stacy, that's a good point too. White people identify, which is why popularity has not decreased. Because although there are a population of non-Black and brown people that are racist, right? No matter what Trump does, right? If it impacts the Black and the brown people, even though the non-Black and brown people might suffer, as long as the Black and brown people are suffering, they're siding with Trump. Good morning, DJ. Good morning. There was no time in American history minorities had a step ahead without a pushback. That's why, and so I be cracking the fuck up when people be like, make America great again. When, let me tell y'all, if y'all are not watching 1923, go watch the shit. You know, sometimes we watch shit just to watch it, and sometimes we watch it with our brain activated, right? And I'm watching 1923, just watching it, and all of a sudden, certain things that was said, it activated my brain. And now when I watch 1923, I'm listening because they go over so much. They go over how the white folks took the Indians' land. Those were the ranchers. The ranchers took the Indians' land, and now the elitist white people are trying to take the ranchers' land. So it's so amazing how they go through this. It was like, okay, ranchers, you came in and you stole all this land from the Indians, and you partnered with some of the Indians to help you move your cattle and shit and allow them to live on your land as long as they work for you. But then now the elitist white, even though you're white too, now they coming in and bulldozing over you, and they're taking their land. They're taking your land. Now you got to fight for your land. That wasn't your land in the first place. And not only do they touch on that, they touch on, you know, being a woman, right? There was a scene where a woman was hurt, and the mother of the home, okay, the rancher's wife, shook her up and said, listen, you are a woman. Although you are still acting like a little girl, but you are a woman. And you better hurry up and step into those women's shoes and do what a woman does. There was a message there, right? Because this woman was actually telling this young bride, we women, we have to be the stronghold. We have to hold down the fort when our men are out there in the field. We are responsible for protecting this property. We are women, so we got to go through it when it hurts. We got to deal with it no matter what. I was like, wow, right? Wow. It touches on a lot of stuff about history, taxes on land, how people lose their land, how the government comes in and takes over your land that you own. It talks about a lot of stuff. It does. So if y'all are not watching 1923, get with it. It is good. It's really a good history lesson. It really, really is. Okay? Don't say I ain't never told y'all shit. The majority still supports him. It's amazing because they're boycotting or picketing outside the White House on a regular basis, yelling, "Impeach Trump, impeach Trump." You know, his buddy Elon Musk has recalled almost all of the Tesla Cybertrucks because supposedly the front panel falls off when you're driving. So what do you think that's going to do to his business now that he has recalled almost all of the Tesla Cybertrucks? So now when I'm driving along the street, I shouldn't see none of them shits because, you know, we talk about the economy is bad and shit. But every time I go outside, I see one of them ugly motherfuckers. And I be like, I thought motherfuckers was struggling. But they driving around with these big tin garbage cans like it ain't nothing. So I want to know the recall. When they recall these Cybertrucks and you got to give your fucking truck back, what do you get in return? What do you get in return? Because they didn't say recall it and we're going to give you a new one. Recalling them, taking them off the street. What do you get in return? Well, hillbilly, that's the other part, right? We have no choice but for who they say we can vote for. Right? That's true. That's true. You know, I just hope I saw signs up that that mayor, the current mayor of Newark is Baraka. I love that man. I love how his whole presentation, right? And now I see signs that he's running for governor. And I'm like, baby, come here election day so I can hit the button for Baraka. Because I'm not voting for him just because he's a black man, but I've been watching him and listening to him as he has been navigating through his political career. And I just love him. And I hope that he elevates to a point one day where he could probably step into the presidential shoes, because right now we don't have anyone sniffing around trying to be president at this point. Well, Ansel, you are absolutely right, because I got a good couple of friends on Facebook. I be grinding my teeth. They love Trump. And I'll be like, what? What? They post about him all the time, give him praises. They even love Elon Musk. And I'm like, what? I just don't understand it. Okay, I don't. But you are absolutely right. There are a lot of black folks that support Trump, right? Mainly a lot of black folks with money, but it be hurting my feelings and it be sad when I see people that I personally know that are not rolling in dough supporting Trump. I be like, what the fuck are you getting out of this? I just don't understand. But neither here nor there, the uneducated white man is the most dangerous. Ooh. Mm, child. I don't know. I don't know, child, but I'm going to get into today's positive read because I got a video that I want to play for y'all, all right? I thought it was a good message, and I want to know what you think about it, all right? But we are still in the month of awareness. We are at March 21st. Oh, my God. In 5 days, my son's birthday. Oh, my God. This MF are going to be 43 years old. Wow. Like, I remember when he was little, I used to be like, I can't wait for him to get 10 years old to see what he's going to look like. I can't wait to see when he's 15. I can't wait to see when he's 20. I can't wait to see when he's a grown man with his own family. Here we are. Okay, here we are. He will be 43 next week, right? And so my boo was like, I hope you're not going to do them balloons like you do. I was like, oh. See, when my son worked near where I live, I would go to the dollar store and get a bunch of balloons and take it to him. Because I'm like that. I'm like a big old kid. I love giving people balloons for their birthday, doing little silly things. I love stuff like that, right? Birthdays are a big deal. But this year he gonna be 43 and he don't work next to me anymore. And so I will not be sending him any balloons. Okay. He might get a couple of dollars. That's about it. But I cannot believe that I'll have a 43-year-old. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. March 21st. I open my heart and mind to be aware. Trust is the foundation I must build my life upon. Trust is the foundation I must build my life upon. Mm. You cannot realize the meaningful fruits of a commitment or an agreement if you do not have trust. How many people be trying to get into relationships or have friendships but don't have trust? Trust is the belief that you will do what you say you will do, regardless of what anyone else is doing. This does not mean that you should not expect other people to honor their word. Trust as the foundation of any relationship means knowing what you know about yourself, being willing to share that information with the other people involved, and believing that what you know about yourself can and will get you through whatever happens. When you don't trust yourself, how can you expect to trust someone else? See, I went through that. I know that's a strange question. How can, if you do not trust yourself, how can you trust someone else? That's why I be taking breaks in between relationships, because after I came out of that last relationship, I didn't trust my goddamn self. And it had nothing to do with cheating. It had to do with choosing the right partner based on a foundation that I had for myself. And I realized that my foundation was not strong. It was filled with trauma. It was just raggedy. And so I was picking raggedy ass people based on other attributes. They look good, whatever, they're funny. But deep down inside, the core of them did not really match with what I needed. And so when I came out of that relationship, I didn't trust myself to choose the right partner. And it's funny because AG sent me a video the other day, and he said, this video reminded me of you. And it talked about it being hard to love a person who's been hurt, right? And it's going to take a strong man, a patient man or woman, right? To love a person that has been through so much trauma and does not know what love really feels like or looks like. And I was taken aback when he sent that to me, because he said he thought about me. And I can understand 1000% why he sent that, because that was me. Like, I didn't believe that when someone said they love me, that they really meant it. Because, people say they love you and then they do stupid shit. Love is not only words, love is action. Right? And so I didn't trust, and I was afraid that a person wasn't going to be able to love me how I needed to be loved. And so dating was very weird for me, right? And it was very cautious. I was very cautious with my feelings, my emotions. And even in some conversations, I would be hesitant to say certain things, because the last relationship I was in, when I expressed my feelings and I said the things that I said, he would tear it down in a negative way. And it would make me feel like shit. And I'd be like, damn, I should have kept that shit to myself. So I'm still learning how to express myself without fear, right? But the one thing I do have is I do trust the decision that I made in moving forward in a relationship that I'm in, right? But it took some time because I was like, can I do it? Am I going to make it? Am I strong enough for this? Like I have a lot of trauma and I'm an overthinker and I could just overthink my shit myself right out of a relationship. Seriously. All right. So let's get into this. If you are not willing to ask for what you want up front, you are not going to get it. Baby, ask for what you want up front or you're not going to get it. It took me a minute to be that person to say what I wanted because I felt like in all my other experiences, I said what I wanted and they gave me something else. When you make an agreement with someone without asking for what you really want, you will undoubtedly become suspicious of them because you know that they don't know everything that you know. You start overthinking. When you enter an agreement built on this kind of foundation, you will ultimately become resentful of the other person. It's not them, it's you. You know that they don't know what you really expect them to do. We have to be upfront and honest with the people that we are in relationships with. Tell them what the fuck you want. And at least you know, based on their answer, what your next move is going to be. Because if you say what you want and they turn around and say, I don't want that, then there you go. Many agreements fall apart because people who enter them are not ready to share the truth about themselves. They are hiding, and believe that something is being hidden. They are not being honest or on the lookout for dishonesty. It is only when you trust yourself to be able to move through whatever happens that you will attract people who can move smoothly with you. Until today, you may not have been aware of the agreements you made where trust and self-trust were not present. Just for today, work on trusting yourself and be sure to let yourself off the hook for the agreements you have made that did not work out. Forgive yourself for the things that you have experienced that didn't work out. I know I forgave myself. The fuck? Thank you, Ansel. And let me put that on the damn screen because this is where a lot of people get shit fucked up. Two lonely people don't make a healthy couple. This is why I say learn how to be alone without feeling lonely. Because being lonely and feeling lonely can push you in situations that you don't need to be in. Today, I am devoted to building a trusting relationship with myself and other people. So I ask you, are any of you out there dealing with self-trust? I was honest. I said I didn't trust my damn self because I kept picking raggedy shit. And I realized that I kept picking shit based on the trauma and based on me not realizing that I deserve better, that I deserve more. I'm a good fucking woman. I am. I'm a good fucking woman. And any of my exes, you know how we had a topic on the show. Good morning, Shirley. We had a topic on the show where I said maybe we should start interviewing the fucking exes to see what the fuck they gotta say, because we only be hearing one side of the story. But go ahead and interview my exes. Go the fuck on. None of them can say a negative thing about me. The only thing that last motherfucker can say is I remain friends with my ex, circle fuck ex hoe. That's because he helped me with my tires and shit. He was listening to me when my partner wasn't listening to me. But that was my mistake because I should have exited the relationship with him. Okay, period. But that's the only negative thing he could say about me. Any other ex, they can never say nothing negative about me. I got a text that said, Circle Fuck Ex Ho asked about me. And I was like, what? asked how I was doing, right? And you know why he asked? Because I'm a good person, right? And I didn't deserve the shit that he did. And he knows that I deserve every bit of happiness. And I was really shocked that that message got back to me. And he was told she's living her best life. That's right. And he said he was happy for me. So ain't none of my exes could say nothing negative about me. The fuck? Do you trust yourself? Stacy said, knowing truth about yourself requires a certain willingness. How many are truly willing to delve into themselves? Woo! Great question. What is so scary about delving into yourself? What is so scary about that? Why do you think people don't do deep dives with themselves? What is it you think they'll find? See, I found some shit. I found some unresolved shit that's still unresolved, right? But I'm having trouble getting therapy because one, I still have a malpractice suit going, and therapists don't want to be involved in that. Two, I don't want to lie to my therapist and say I don't have an active litigation in progress, because if they find out that I do, then it could turn into something else. And so I'm trying to wait until my malpractice suit is over with. And I just have to say that this lawsuit has been going for, I'm in my 8th year of this lawsuit. So anybody, I got an inbox on TikTok from a young woman that saw some of my videos that I posted out there on TikTok. And she said the same thing happened to her. And she has she's starting litigation and stuff. And she wanted to know how mine turned out. I said, sis, get your seatbelt ready. Okay. Number one, malpractice suits are expensive. Number two, they take years. Okay. They take fucking years. I'm in my 8th year of this lawsuit. And most of the 8 years is quiet. It's just quiet. Last year, they had me revved up, had me scared I was going to court or whatever the case may be. I had to pay my lawyer some money or whatever, but I still didn't pay that $20,000. The fuck? And so I decided that I'm not going to kill myself to come up with $25,000 to go to trial. I'm not. They need to work with me because I'm just nervous, y'all. Right? Because this is not one of them cases where I was in a car accident and I'm faking aches and pains. No. I came home with my kidney disconnected. Like, I don't even know why I'm fighting. Good morning, Si. Good morning, Shirley. I don't even know why I'm fighting. You disconnected my kidney and sent me home for a week. I almost lost my kidney. And for the rest of my life, I have a Uro-GYN specialist, which costs me extra copays, which means that I have to go get MRIs and shit every year. Extra copays. This is my life for the rest of my life, okay? This is not a joke. An ovary that he left in me that cannot be monitored for ovarian cancer. It's like we just got to pray for it. And so I'm just aggravated that they're trying to drain me for everything that I have for something that they did. So long story short, it's been quiet for a year. And lo behold, I get a text from my attorney. I'm scared, y'all. See, I be telling y'all, I got trials and tribulations too. I got a lot of shit going on. And so my attorney wants to meet with me on Saturday morning. I don't know what he's going to say, but I'm in my 8th year of this lawsuit and I'm exhausted. Like, they are wearing me down. But that is the plan. This is what they want to do. They know that they got the money. They're going to try to wear me all the way the fuck down. And I'm worn because I'm tired. But we're going to see what he says on Saturday. I'm not quitting, But I'm not going to let them bully me. I'm not going to let them stress me. I'm not going to let, because this motherfucker is the one who messed up. Period. Okay? And at this point, they should be paying all my legal fees and everything at this point, because this is fucking ridiculous. All right? And so, I don't even know how I got there, but I was there. That was my vent this morning, because you know I be needing to vent sometime too. Okay? Oh, Stacy, you don't have to worry about the typos. We read around typos, okay? Hillbilly said it takes a will to go forward. You can even be broken as long as you move forward and fix yourself. Yes. So we were talking about learning to trust yourself and trust others. And I find that in my particular situation, not trusting myself had me ending up in some raggedy ass relationships. And also, Ansel said, 2 lonely people don't make a healthy couple. And there's a lot of people that I know personally that are lonely. And I pray that they don't end up in relationships based on loneliness, right? And I pray that they don't entertain unhealthy relationships based on loneliness, right? That's what I pray for them, because I feel like the people that I know, they deserve good relationships. They deserve a good partner, right? But if you are in relationships that are unhealthy for whatever reason, are you trusting yourself? Are you giving yourself the best experience? Or are you settling due to loneliness? Sometimes we got to self-check ourselves. I know I'm on late. I come on any old time. Because sometimes I got meetings early in the morning. You know, my boss be working me. Yes, Hillbilly, you will find your own lies and hypocrisy, baby. You ain't lying. You are not lying. Ansel said traveling teaches you how to interact with people. That's true, Ansel. That is true. And I'll be traveling in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. When am I leaving? Let me say. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 3.5 weeks. I still got 3.5 weeks before I'm headed off to Grenada. I cannot fucking wait. All my clothes are over there packed, not in a suitcase, but like lined up and ready to go in a suitcase. But now I have to change my whole packing strategy, because I'm packing like I'm going to a resort. Half of my trip will be in the resort and half of my trip will be in the country in a home. And so I'm so fucking excited, because I've never had an experience of being in a residential property in the country. I'm not talking no Airbnb, and I'm not talking no VRBO, as someone's actual fucking house. I've never had that experience before. And so for 3 days, I think, or 4 days, I'm going to be in someone's house, right? On their land where they got trees with fruits and shit on it, and just walking around and shit. And then I go to the resort. So I need to repack my shit, because at the house, I'm just going to be loafing around in yoga clothes and shit like that. Why I got to be fancy? At the resort, that's when I need my cute little bathing suits and my little cute cover up. So I can actually unpack half the shit that's in there, because I ain't going to barely need no panties and no bras. I just need some yoga shorts and t-shirts and shit like that. And I'm good. My suitcase probably going to be lighter than anything else. That's what I'm praying for. Okay. But I'm excited, y'all. Cheryl Lee said, who trusts broken Ooh, trust broken is hard to fix and can make you question and hard to trust yourself. Shirley, break that down because, baby, I'm telling you, I experienced this shit. Okay? I experienced this shit. It can make it hard to trust yourself. I didn't trust I could pick the right partner. I didn't. I was like, baby Jesus, please don't make me pick these motherfuckers that I've been picking. You know? Because I had to learn it's beyond the level of attraction. It's beyond the actual feeling, right? I have requirements that I have benched to the side in so many relationships that I don't want to bench those anymore. Like I know that I am spoiled. I'm not a brat, but I have spoiled tendencies, okay? And y'all know because I said it from the beginning of Coffee with Friends, and I'll continue to say it. There are certain things that I expect my significant other to do. And in parallel, I'm learning how to be a lady because I've been so aggressive for so long. I'll be running to open up the door, running to do this and do that. And AG brought that to my attention too. See, it's good to have good friends that can be truthful to you and let you know, get your shit together. And I love my friends, so I take their advice a lot of the times. And he said, you need to act like a lady. And I was like, oh my God. I said, I am a lady. I'm feminine. He said, yes, you are very, very feminine, but you're also aggressive. Like you're not aware when you are with a man. Why are you rushing to the door? Why are you not waiting until he pulls your chair out? Why are you not? And I was like, oh my God, because I guess I ain't date many gentlemen. What the fuck? But you know what? Now when I'm walking to the door, I stop with my hands to the side, right? I don't always expect you to open my car door for me because I'm okay with that. Sometimes you could do it, but you don't need to do it all the time. But I am learning. I am also learning. I like when I'm at a restaurant and you order my shit for me. Ooh, that turned me on. Okay. I cried like little fake tears the other day because I had to take my car to the car wash, right? But I live by myself, so I can't expect to wait for someone to come over and get my car. So I cried a little bit, but damn it, if I'm living in the house with my man, I don't want to do that either. Right? And I'm a passenger princess. I need to sit in the passenger seat many, many times. Like there will be times that I drive, but I don't want to. Right? Or we're gonna be in an Uber. And so I had to really, really stop sacrificing the things that I want and that I feel that I deserve by choosing people who might not be interested in doing that. Like my ex who didn't give a shit about my tires. Like I'm not doing that no more. If I tell my man something wrong with my tire, I need him to be like, okay, I'm going to put air in it, or I'm going to take it to the tire shop, or I'm going to do the fuck something. I know that about me. And so I'm not going to sacrifice my wants and my needs. And I do trust myself now. Right? And I took a risk because that might have X'd me out the box for a lot of significant others. And I was okay with that. As long as I was truthful to myself about my needs. Anso said, ran into two of my exes, their boyfriend I've known living overseas. Military partying together. She act like that with you too. Ran into two of my exes, their boyfriends I known living overseas. I didn't understand that one. Hillbilly said, damn, as a society, hillbillies hold the door for everyone. And I love y'all. See, y'all be fucking around. I want to go into the hillbilly community. I believe that, hillbilly. I believe that. Y'all are a culture of your own. I believe that. Listen, I'm telling you, my brother is a little hillbilly. He turned into he the hood hillbilly. I love that. All right, so I have a video that I want to play for y'all. All right, so I'm gonna play this shit because let me see. Let me see. Oh, what the hell is happening? Wait. What the hell is happening? Wait. I don't know what happened to my screen share. Why it's doing.
Wanted to see you win.
Oh wait.
That's hard. People like to see you do good, but not.
Let me try this again. What the hell? All right, you can't really see it, but I don't know. I gotta work on. Wait. I gotta work on. I don't know what's happening, but y'all can still see it. I mean, you can still hear it. So I'm just gonna play it. So just listen to it. I gotta figure out what's happening with my share.
Win. That's hard. People like to see you. But it's about friends who are generally wanted to see you win. That's hard. People like to see you do good, but not better than them, bro. And it's so hard to just find people that just want to see you win. Just wow, like yo, he going crazy, right? You feel me? Because people just be envy one day and just don't like what you're doing and shit like that. I done had an experience where somebody, I had a close group of somebody to me that just I had to let them go because they were being envy of what I had going on. So I had to say, stop it right there. Like, hey, let me just chill. You feel what I'm saying? Get out of here. Yeah, exactly. So I had to just keep moving on and do my own thing. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta let them go. Everybody can't go.
Bro, do you know how hard it is to find friends who are generally wanting to see you win? That's hard. People like to see you do good, but not better than them, bro. And it's so hard to just find people that just want to see you win. Just wow, like yo, he going crazy, right? You feel me? Because people just be envy one day and just don't like what you're doing and shit like that. I done had an experience where somebody, I had a close group of somebody to me that just I had to let them go because they were being envy of what I had going on. So I had to say, stop it right there. Like, hey, let me just chill. You feel what I'm saying?
Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to just keep moving on and do my own thing. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta let them go. Everybody can't go.
Bro, do you know how hard it is to find friends?
So what do y'all think about that message, right? People like to see you win. Oh, I gotta type that over because what the hell did I type? Let me do that over. People like. What do y'all think about that? People like to see you win, but not do better than them. Have you had that experience before? And what does this look like? We're talking about your friends, family, whatever, your significant other. What does this actually look like when people like to see you win, but not do better than them? What does this look like? I feel like I've had these experiences. Good morning, Johnny Leon Hill. People that like to see you win, but not do better than them? You ever do something that you're proud of, or you launch a business or whatever it is you do, and you get a bunch of people that congratulate you, are happy for you, say they're happy for you, clap for you, whatever, but behind the scenes, they don't support you, right? Or if you're having a conversation with them, they interrupt you because they don't really want to hear what you're saying. Or if you're talking to them about some good news and some good shit that's happening in your life, they act like they can't hear it. They tune out, or they just never respond. Or as your business or whatever is happening is progressing, you notice that less and less, compliments or congratulations are coming from them. They just ignore it. Like, what does this look like? I feel like I've experienced this in my lifetime, right? People will rave and congratulate you and say they happy for you, and then nothing, right? And then nothing. I've had people that I have traveled for, supported them, called them to congratulate them, help them. Hey, Johnny, whatever. And some of these same people, I watch them. They never give back. But they'll tell you in conversation that they are proud of you, right? They'll tell you in conversation that they're proud of you, but they never engage in anything you are doing. Or they act like they don't see anything that you post or that you're promoting. Or they never hit a like or forward your post on. And I'll be scratching my head because I'll be like, wait, do they want to see me win? Are they truly happy for me? I don't know. And so I made a statement a while back that said, I'm going to stop this shit. I'm going to stop supporting these people that do not support me. And I know that sounds petty, and I know it do. But I need the energy for the people that do support me. See, I don't, right? Because I have learned this the hard way. People want to see you win, but they don't want to see you do better than them. And it could be family, friends, significant other. And then there's the population of those people that act like they're happy for you, but then criticize everything you do. They put a negative spin on it, right? This is when you got to clean your closet. People like to see you win, but not do better than them. How do you handle these type of people in your life? Jealousy is never a good look, nor does it bring good karma. And you know what's so sad? The people closest to you can be jealous. The people closest to you can be jealous. That's the sad thing. And that is the hurtful thing. Okay? And then if you call them out, you be like, are you jealous? Oh my God. They will throw a fit, which proves that they are. Because why you get a whole attitude? Just say, oh, well, no, of course not. But when they be like, oh, bitch, I ain't jealous of you. You ain't got shit that I'm jealous of. I don't want what you fucking got. And if I wanted it, I could have it. Jealous. And what hurts me is when it's in your circle, when it's people you know. That's when it becomes icky. When it's people you know. And you know what's so crazy about me? I have grown, y'all. I will sit with the person. I will have a drink and a cocktail or coffee or whatever with the person. Ha with the person, knowing that their ass is jealous. Right? That shit don't bother me no more. But what I do is I just key with them. That's it. They don't get invited into my personal space. If I sniff some jealousy, you don't get invited into my personal space. Because I don't have time for that energy. Right? Johnny said it's jealousy not because you are doing good, but because they are afraid to live their dreams or stuck in neutral. Baby. I remember hearing someone say, you always get a man. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I mean, thank God I've been fortunate and misfortunate or unfortunate because I've had men that were shitty. That wasn't so special, right? I feel like a lot of people could have men and women, you know, they could just be shitty. But I've been fortunate, right? Not to, you know, want to be in a relationship and not being able to be in one. So I've been fortunate in that sense. Some people choose to be single, which is perfectly fine, right? Which is perfectly fine. And I thought I was choosing to be single, and then I thought I was choosing to be in a polygamous situation until I realized, no, I'm gonna poke you because I cannot share. I was talking big stuff, but I could not wear them polygamy shoes. No, we're not sharing, right? People are chameleons and don't like spotlight on them. Hillbilly said, if you don't know what it's like to walk through a fine spring mist, through a woods early in the morning, to stumble on morel mushroom patch, oh, that's my life and accomplishments. Can I come? I want to have that whole fucking experience. I know people, and I'm going to tell you, Hillbilly, I'm talking big shit. I want to walk through the woods, but I'm going to holler and scream a good couple of times. If a bug get on me, I'm going to be running around. So I just need to be honest about that. So Hillbilly, you know, if I ever do make it to West Virginia, okay, and we be walking through, you and your wife are going to be like, oh my God. Because I want to have the experience, but just know I'm scary at the same damn time. So have patience with me, okay? Congrats on your 80-hour weeks this year. How's the family? Oh, yeah, lives can't be compared. Comparison is the robbery of joy, right? Isn't it? Comparison is the robbery of joy. I love that. Get it on a t-shirt. I love that. Comparison is the robbery of joy. Wow. So if you have people in your life that are jealous, take note and address accordingly. Woo, Cheryl, mouthful. Comparing ourselves to others only takes away from our own growth. You know, and I say this, yes, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. You know, and this is why I am completely myself. No matter what, whether people like it or they don't, I'm completely myself. And I've been saying this consistently over and over and over again. See, people are gonna like me for who I am authentically. I am bubbly, I am loud, I cuss. Okay. And there are, and one of the things that I do want to say I'm grateful for, I'm thankful for, is that genuinely the people that I meet, that I hang around, the people that y'all see me hanging around with on a regular basis, they love me genuinely. I remember being on the phone with Maria and Cynthia one night, and they were talking and I was talking, and the conversations we have are so crazy. And I stopped the conversation and I said to them, I said, can I say to y'all that I sincerely love and appreciate y'all? You know why? Because y'all motherfuckers are crazy and honest about it. And don't give a shit what anybody else has to say. You're not hiding, right? You just are who you are. And I love them for that. And at that moment, I expressed that to them. I said, y'all motherfuckers are crazy, but I accept that. Okay? And that's it. I accept that. I don't take anything personal. I learn the people who are in my circle that calls me their friend, and I call them my friend. And I accept them for who they are, right? Because if I was sensitive, Maria's the type of person, you text her, she might text you back, she might not. You call her, she might call you back, she might not. And I accept that, and she realizes that that don't bother me, because we do talk enough, right? And so I appreciate the fact that the people that are in my life currently, I don't feel that they are comparing themselves to me, and I'm not comparing myself to them. We are just living our lives authentically, and we've accepted that about each other authentically. Okay? I talk to Stacy on the phone almost every damn day. I say anything. Now, Stacy and I haven't known each other for many years, but I'm comfortable in saying anything to Stacy. And she might be like, oh my God, you crazy. But I said it and I mean it. This is who I am. And guess what? Not one judgment came from her. And I talk to her almost every day. Okay? Being your authentic self and not worrying about the people in your life being jealous. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Ansel said, Robin, we had grown women scream at bugs, then handle business with grown men. That's me. That's me. Ansel, that is me. That's me. Like, I'm a scream for a bug. I'm a holler and scream. I might cry, but I can handle business on the flip side. Don't get it fucking twisted. Right, Stacy? Nothing phases you. You might giggle for a minute and you'll be like, what? And I'll be like, I'm just the fuck saying. Okay? She'll call me crazy for a minute. And that's it. And these are the only type of people I want in my life. These are people that I talk to and I deal with on a regular basis. I mean, there are a lot of other people that I'm around, but I'm talking about the core people that I deal with on a regular basis, the people that I talk to on the phone, that I hang out with on a regular basis. Okay? Shirley, it's nothing like having people in your life that you can be authentic with. Oh, Shirley, I see you. You are a beautiful spirit. Shirley, I can't even describe you, Cheryl. You are just a beautiful person. And when I first met you, I was like, do I need to be careful? But when Cheryl Lee's mouth was like, fuck this shit and bacalala, I was like, hold up. Oh, I love her. Cheryl Lee listens without judgment. I don't give a damn. We have had some conversations on our trips. We've had, and Cheryl Lee will be sitting there like this. She'll listen. She'll put her hand on her chin and she'll sit like this, listening. And then when it's over, Cheryl Lee will go into asking questions before she gives her opinion. She'll say, so let me ask you this. And then she'll get into a series of questions. See, that's good communication. She's making sure she understood what you said by following up with questions. Cheryl Lee, see, I pay attention. Once you answer those questions, then she goes back into this thought process. And then she'll come out with her perspective, right? Never judging you. I love that. I love that. Hillbilly, you said it's going to be fun for you watching me run around screaming for the bugs. Listen, Shirley, you already the freak know that. It's like, you know, I just love you, Cheryl. I do. You know, you don't ever say anything negative about anybody. Anything that happens, if it's something bad, you come across with such concern. Right? It's like you're our spiritual friend. You know, you have this air of spirituality that can calm a room or a person. And I love it. Okay. I just want to let you know that I notice these things. Okay. I do. And so, you know, the message today is beyond trusting others, trust yourself. Trust yourself to make decisions, right? Loneliness is not a reason to be with friends or be with a significant other. That's not a reason because it's not genuine, right? It's not genuine. Work on yourself. Learn to trust yourself so that you can expand that trust amongst other people. How you handle them, how you handle yourself. Hillbilly said, true friends attached to our true selves. Fake friends attached to our fake ass selves. Let me. Amen. Hallelujah. Allah Akbar. Everything. The fuck? I like it. True friends attached to our true selves. Fake friends attached to our fake ass selves. I love it. I love it. So with that, moving right along. Anybody got any exciting plans for the weekend? Because one, my son already called me. Now, I was on grandmother duty last weekend. He called me talking about, I might need to be on grandmother duty this weekend. Like, you know, I really don't mind. It's the driving for me. Here we go again. My son doesn't have a car right now. And so when I got to do grandmother duty, I got to drive to East Orange, pick my grandchild up, and then drive all the way back to where I live. And I just be tired. Like, I don't want to do all the driving. Like, I don't. Then I got to drive back to drop her off. You know what I mean? And then I got my Saturday morning meeting with my attorney. Thank God I don't have to drive to him because he's an hour and a half away from me. He's all the way up there in northern New Jersey, like northwest New Jersey. And I don't want to do that either. So we're going to do it over a Zoom. Thank God for that. All right. So that is my weekend. Sunday, picking up AG from the Newark train station, right? That's another drive. But we help each other out. Even though I be complaining, we help each other out. That's what friends do. That's what family does. All right. And that's my message for a Freestyle Friday, because nobody else is sharing what the fuck they doing this weekend. Anybody? Anybody got some excited shit to do this weekend? What's happening in Texas? What's happening in Maryland? Johnny Hill got the Color Purple plate coming up. Shirley, are you going? Damn, I wish I could go. I do. I be trying to stay my ass home. I know that I'm going to Maryland to this Luther Vandross thing, April 6th, overnight. Exactly, Ansel. We've been doing them since before COVID. I've been working from home for 10 plus years. COVID, I've been working from home for 10 plus years. Before COVID, I did go into the office 2-3 times a week because I felt like it. But I've been working from home a long time. So we've been doing video calls pre-COVID. But a lot more people are doing it now since the pandemic. So I agree with that. After tomorrow, I'll be resting, then re-testosteroning. Oh! Listen, I got rid of my testosterone yesterday. I had a bunch of I had a whole beard. I had to wax it. I after visiting Valerie in Buffalo, and she had her own wax machine, I came home and got me one. And when I tell you, it's so nice to be able to wax your chin when you want to. But baby, when I had to wax my lip before I went to Jamaica that last time, I cried. I shed my own damn tears. Okay, this lip shit hurt. This I could deal with. This this is torture. Cheryl said, I'm still here in New York, heading to Houston on Tuesday. Is it better to take Amtrak or the airport bus from the city, Raw? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, Cheryl. I have never done either. I'm sorry. They do have a take the Amtrak or the airport bus from the city. I don't know. I don't know, Cheryl. Anybody on here can answer that? I've never taken either one of those things to get there. Stacy says, shit, just got dry for me, but tomorrow I am going to venture out. My friend can't make it, so I will be soloing. Okay. Where you going? Okay, Cheryl, you going. I plan on going. I love the color purple. Looking for someone who is free to go with me. I wish it was me. I really do. I really wish it was me, but I cannot. I really can't be doing too much of nothing. Okay. Some of my friends will still drag me places. Even when I say no, they'll still, drag me. Okay, Stacy. Thank you for answering. Stacy said the airport bus at Cheryl Lee. Thank you, because I'm from New York, but baby, I've been living in New Jersey for 30 years. I don't know. I always fly out of Newark. And they have a New Jersey Transit train that goes to Newark Airport. Oh! See, this is why I love my friends. I swear to God. This is why I love y'all. Because I said, where you going, Stacy? And Stacy says some gay bar. I know that is right. Some damn gay bar. I'm sure there's a good few. You live in the neighborhood where there should be a lot of them there. The fuck? When I come to Texas, I'm gonna hang around and jump around in them bars over there in Montrose to see what the hell is going on. Newark Airport, that's the only airport I want to fly out of. But the last trip to Jamaica, we came out of JFK. And my next trip to Grenada, we're coming out of JFK. And so, I be like, I need to be at the airport 2-3 hours in advance. So this JFK be killing me. I mean, it do. Like, if I come out of JFK, I might need to stay in New York the night before because I be stressed. You say it's called the Gayborhood? That don't bother me, though. That don't bother me. That don't bother me at all because when I hang out, I hang in the village because I like them better. You know, you go uptown, midtown, and hang in these bars and stuff, people be acting snooty and nudie. But when you go to you know, the gayborhoods, it's life there. People are just having a good time. And I like it. I do. I had a living color flashback. I'm dead. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to play my song. You know what I say. Always move with peace and love. And think about the message of today. Trust. Trust in yourself. Don't end up in relationships because of loneliness. Don't end up in relationships based on, based on things that you had to sacrifice of yourself just so that the other person can like you. Don't end up in relationships where you got to hide that you're in the relationship. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting yourself to get what you truly deserve. Okay? I'm just saying. And with that, y'all, have a good Friday and have a good fucking weekend. All right? I'm going to send y'all out with the vibes of the day because no matter how low, you can still go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And don't forget to get your emergency flashlight and shit, okay? Because I got mine. Hustle hard.
I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
What?
To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, through the highway, and in the driveway. It's a nice range, 'cause I got through the climb, I ain't got pain. You hear me, bitch, nah, I don't come
What?
down. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
anything you want, anything you need. You get the whole song today, y'all. So get this message. Better see you with the negativity.
But I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
What?
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Hey.
I never ran sitting on me.
And I don't, y'all. And I don't. But we're going to get the whole song today because, baby, these trials and tribulations are heavy. But we're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm telling you. You got a mind, but even that can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. Hey!
That's what I say.
Fake it till you make it A.
And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display on repeat.
Take the best thoughts and put them on display. Never slow yourself down. You could do some more. Hey!
Start pain and you find it better.
What?
And finally explore everything that you got. You can never live before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. I'm hard-headed as fuck. This is Raw to the Bone and Coffee with Friends. Come back Monday. Be safe. Move with peace and love. Huh?